humans and secret aliens watching this? At some point in our lives, we all have questioned the origin of the universe. Everything around us. Where and when did it all start? Now I could say that the universe fell out of the abyss due to a huge flying spaghetti monster, which is, let's be real, awesome. But let's talk science. First there was a little something surrounded by nothing. Then suddenly, that something turned into everything. Sounds pretty lame, huh? But let me explain. This is Bob the Balloon. Now Bob's entire purpose in his short, rubbery life is to be filled up and played with. And until that happens, he's basically useless and therefore his time has not begun. Well, now look at Bob. He's all happy and filled up and he starts existing. Therefore, time starts for him. Now imagine empty Bob as a tiny, infinitesimally small point with an ounce of matter in it. This point is immensely dense and hot. Around that speck, scientifically known as a singularity, is nothing. The speck is not hanging around in a pitch black space like the sun or the earth, because space, as we know it, is the speck. There is nothing beyond that. Now we don't know what exactly triggered this, but in less than a second, this speck expanded just like Bob, and from that moment on, the universe was born and time started. This is what scientists cutely call the Big Bang. Hold up 1 second there. What if this is not actually what happened? What if that flying spaghetti monster thing was true? Well, in the 1940s, this Russian astrophysicist George Gamow suggested that if we look deep into the universe, we will find some sort of cosmic background radiation left by the Big Bang. This radiation will reach Earth in the form of microwaves. Fast forward 20 years, Arno Penzias and Robert Wilson were trying to use a huge antenna at Bell Labs, but they were constantly troubled by a persistent hiss that came from every point in the sky, day and night, through all seasons. That annoying hiss was in fact the very cosmic radiation that Gamow predicted in the 40s. Okay, let's get back to the creation of the universe. How did this speck of something suddenly become everything? Well, this brings us to the inflation theory. Now, according to Alan Guth, this speck doubled in size every 10 raised to minus 34 seconds, thus turning Bob, which was something you could hold in your hand, into something almost 10 raised to 25 times bigger. Further, Guth said that after a very small fraction of a second after the Big Bang, gravity was formed, and a small interval later, electromagnetism and strong and weak nuclear forces, followed by the elementary particles. Now I could go on and on about how each small thing we know was formed, but we're short of time. So let's shrink the 13.8 billion timeline of the universe into a kind of graspable 365-day scale. This is called Carl Sagan's cosmic calendar. Let's assume that the Big Bang was on January 1st, 12 a.m., and the current time is December 31st, 12 p.m. So accordingly, galaxies came around 22nd January, solar system on August 28th, our precious Earth on September 6th. Finally, life came a week later on September 14th, dinosaurs on Christmas Day, and we, insignificant little primates, came to existence only on December 31st, and probably our modern generation haven't even lived 1 second according to the cosmic calendar. Our universe is still expanding, and just like Bob, one day it will collapse into itself in what is called the Big Crunch. But that's another 5-minute video. Putting it shortly, the Big Crunch brings the universe back into a singularity, and scientists believe that like a pair of lungs, the universe expands and contracts in an infinitum of Big Bangs and Big Crunches, creating new universes and times with each oscillation.